So I'm not gonna lie, I didn't look at the Supra and said, "Oh, that's gonna be my next car." Like, I was like, "Oh, Nissan Patrol, beautiful," as the local in me would always be. So okay, let me just get something straight. I was into cars, but I was anti-social car. I think the one I really remember was something that was done by at the time a magazine. Forgot what it was called. Motoring Middle East. Yes, sorry. I'm sure now everybody's watching. It's like, how do you say it? So it was Motoring Middle East. I think it was 2012, 11, or something like that. And they basically decided to make it like the biggest car show ever at the time, or something. It was something insane. I had the Honda at the time. My brother had the Roush, I assume. And we were like, oh, we're gonna participate. It's gonna be cool. Everybody's joining. So many cars. I would consider, and I will put $1 million on the line, that was the single most best car show that has ever happened in the. Let me just say that organic car shows are so much better than organized corporate car shows that are designed by people who are not car guys. Would like to speak about, and which is the Emirates Custom Show. Now, I went to the very first one. I was very impressed. I was impressed because it was new. The year after, nothing really changed. The culture to win, it became pay to win, basically, for car guys. So the guys with the classic Jaguars, the 240Zs, the beautiful Mazdas, FDs, these people were slowly being pushed to the back and putting in this fake SEMA look to the car show. And that didn't really sit well with me, because I was looking at cars and I was asking the judges, like, well, what do you base this on? Like, who wins? Oh, we have a criteria. We have professional car people making the criteria. I'm like, well, I'm a car guy and I want to know this criteria. It's like, oh, if the car has airbrush, it gets 5 points. Well, that's not fair. Like, what if I have a 911? I don't want to put airbrush on the car. Like, I don't want to airbrush the car, but the car's beautiful. Why shouldn't it be in a category of its own? So the judging system, I believe, pushed people into making their cars uglier and uglier by adding more to the car just to tick boxes. I don't have a problem if people want to win 50 dirham, trophies. I mean, great for you. I don't know what it does for your ego, but it becomes my issue when the whole culture is affected by it. Now, if it was 5-10 people, I'd be like, whatever. But when you affect people who are just coming into the car scene, they feel like they're forced to be the same way. They feel like they need to be part of that clique. Whilst people who spend hundreds of thousands of dirhams on original, great-looking masterpieces are hiding their cars because they go there, they know they're not going to get any appreciation. Emirates Car Show, I mean, great, good job, keep doing it, but I want to see more diversity. I want to see more car guys getting involved. A lot of people ask me, why crack piston? It's easy. It's a joke. Crank and Piston? Very famous magazine, millions and millions of viewers. So I'm cracked piston, so the broken version of that. So I was going to my grandmother's house, and my cousin was with me, and I had the 91 petrol with bold 900 tires. So they were bold. I'm talking about nothing, no thread. So I go on the roundabout, and it's a very famous roundabout in Sharjah. So I said, no, let me dump the clutch on second gear. Let's see what will happen. Like, I know this road is slippery. Everybody knows it. If you're from Sharjah, you know this roundabout. But dump the clutch, put it on second, the car is sideways. I'm like, oh, Drift King. Pa, 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 pa. And the cop was on the corner. He was waiting. He was looking at me like, I'm standing right here. Puts on the lights, and I just stopped. I was like, all right, I guess I'm caught. Like, he comes to me. He's like, what were you doing? And with the most innocent 18-year-old, 19-year-old eyes that I can make, just looked at him and said, it's not my car. It's It's my brother's car. I don't know how to drive manual. That worked, by the way. I don't know how to drive manual, and there's something wrong with the car. He let me go, but he made me remove the ping sticker in the back. So I guess you lose some, you win some, right? No, I'm not gonna give the generic story where it's like, oh my god, I watched Need for Speed and I fell in love with the Supra. No, I did watch it. I liked the movie. I didn't know any of the cars. See, I'm gonna admit, like I saw that movie the first time, I was like, oh, America, big V8, nice. Or like Supra, oh, Japanese choo-choo car, you know. Like, did you know what a Supra was when you were 12? Bullshit. If you tell me you knew what a Supra or any JDM car, you're lying. You didn't know what that was, unless you lived in Japan, then okay, you would know. But other than that, dude, the only thing I knew was car goes fast, Gran Turismo, put big turbos, soup up everything. That's all I knew. So I'm not gonna lie, I didn't look at the Supra and said, oh, that's gonna be my next car. Like, I was like, oh, Nissan Patrol. Beautiful. As the local in me would always be. But definitely, I mean, influences come in different shapes and forms. I think it was just the amount of fun that cars gave me really took it to another level when I had to overcome so many things, and the car was always there. It always broke down, but at some point, you know, it took my mind off of other things and I had to focus on the car. I've not owned one good car. Like every car has broken down. So yeah, this definitely influence from everywhere. My brother, movies, TV shows, just the car culture in general. You know what? I don't hear people say. I don't hear people say, "Oh, I love the Fox Body Mustang," and that was a great car. I think a lot of people want to say Supra GTR because it's popular and people won't think badly of them. But dude, if I had to say a car that really sticks out as a child, Fox Body. Dude, I used to see those cars and all I would say was, damn! You look at a Fox Body like when you were 12, you knew it was a Mustang. Like you looked at a Sylvia when you were 11, you wouldn't know it's a Sylvia. You'd be like, what is that Nissan? But you look at a Fox Body, you're like, oh, that's a Mustang. So yeah, I would say one of my early influences was the Mustang. Even though I own a Mustang now, that doesn't mean I'm a Mustang fanboy. But Fox bodies are cool, F bodies are shit.